Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel, a whole ton of. This is a continuation of our last service center video, basically when we're picking it up. I'm going to talk a little bit about what the experience was like, how long it was gone, and what the communication with the Tesla service center and all the technicians were like. Remember, if you like this content and you like the kind of videos we put out, subscribe so you can see content like this in the future. Originally, they told us that it was going to be a 1-week repair. We actually dropped off the car on Black Friday, and they expected to get the part to replace the subframe by Wednesday and then get us our car by the following Friday. That ended up not being the case. We actually didn't get any updates until a week away on the Saturday, and the update was they still haven't received our part. They were hoping to get it by Monday, and then we could pick up our car by Tuesday. On the Tuesday that we were supposed to pick it up, they don't message me until the very end of the day saying, hey, we still haven't gotten the part, but getting you back on the road in your car is our top priority at this point. Essentially, everything that I heard, all the updates were through text. About a week and a half later, they texted me. So on that Wednesday following the Tuesday that they told me that they were going to finish it and actually install it, they told me that they finally got the part and they were looking to do it first thing in the morning. First off, they weren't really giving us much time or much of a heads up when the car would be ready. Like if we needed to drive 2 hours to go pick it up, it would be nice to have that kind of information available the day of. If I need to take work off a little bit early, I can do that. I replied to them, I was like, all right, well, can you guys please give me an update by noon so I know if I have to leave, since it's a 2-hour drive? And they're like, we're doing your car right now, we're putting in the new part, which I assume was a subframe. And so I reply in the morning saying, okay, I just want to check and make sure that you guys are actually fixing all of the issues I pointed out in the service appointment description before I come and pick it up. And they never replied until I pushed and I texted again to try to get an update, since we needed to leave by 2 p.m. that day. So what happens is, instead of a reply right away, I get an email about a mobile service appointment. So they basically are telling me that they didn't actually finish everything that I asked them to. In this whole 2 weeks, they didn't get the parts that they needed. The fact that they didn't coordinate and order all the parts together and get them all installed while they had my car for 2 weeks was very disappointing. The nice thing is, yeah, I don't have to go back to Tulsa for this front trunk sensor improvement. If you're not familiar with Tesla service, they have this thing called mobile service, which they'll send a technician out from your closest service center or from somewhere else, and they'll come and do whatever work they need to do on your property. That's mostly used for things where they don't need to have a lift or they don't need to do anything crazy like they did with the subframe, but it's still another service appointment. Still frustrating that our car's been gone for 2 weeks and all the issues aren't fixed yet.
Now your destination is on the right.
We made it.
But I gotta do all at once. Is our car out here?
No. The service center.
That's the subframe. Well, I mean, he just don't want to talk about it. He just told us what they did and what still has to be done. So they replaced the subframe, and then they replaced the seat back that was cut when we got it on delivery. And they found out what the problem was with the front trunk sensor, and they apparently need to replace that. So they actually didn't order that at the same time. If you guys are wondering, it was all covered under warranty. So this was the back. Yeah, we're not really seeing, I don't see the damage anymore. So they replaced this whole part. Yes, so far we made one turn and we haven't heard the noise with the from the front wheel, so hopefully it's all fixed. We had like a quick clip, so hopefully you guys can kind of see what that part was that they replaced. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was, but I'm guessing that goes on the front, connecting the suspension. So now we gotta drive back 2 hours. Did a 4-hour road trip today just to pick up our car. So yeah, an hour and 50 to get back. navigate on autopilot. I mean, they made it seem like less of a big deal than it was, but I think having your car out of your possession for 2 weeks, sitting in the shop, really just waiting on a part, is kind of annoying. I mean, it made sense that we couldn't really take it back because then we have to drive it back for when the part gets here. I guess that's one of the downfalls of having a Tesla, is that you're basically at the mercy of where closest service center is. When buying the Tesla, the Model Y, we knew what we were getting ourselves into. We agreed that even back then we thought that we would have to drive all the way to Kansas City, which is 3.5 hours away, to do service appointments, and we were like, okay, we're willing to do this, to have a Tesla, to have an electric car that's good for the environment and is also fun to drive. So we took that risk, and I guess this is our first experience of that. Hopefully there's not many more things to come. Knock on wood, we don't have any wood to knock on. If you guys enjoyed this video, please like it. We're going to actually be putting out more videos of the time that we had with the Model X and trying to compare it with what we feel like our opinions on the Model Y, whether we made the right choice. So if you want to see that video, definitely subscribe so that you get notified when we put that out. We're also going on a road trip with our Model Y in a week. So we're going to be recording that. We're going to be going at least 2,000 miles worth of driving across the western part of the U.S. We're going to use autopilot. We're going to use charging, all that good stuff. So subscribe if you want to see all of that good content. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, everyone.